All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Dish Super Farmer Cigar Garage Talks. We're in the garage. A couple of reasons. One, it's late at night, dark. I'm filming this at almost 9 o'clock at night. Reason number two is that we are definitely into the fall season. Reason number three, I'm sitting here with the carcass of a deer. That's right, Wild and Free Wolf got her first deer of the year. It won't be breaking any records. Excuse me. But it is a nice, small, couple years, maybe year and a half, maybe 2 years old doe, which is perfect. That's what we've been targeting this year. So we're doing good. What are we smoking? What are we drinking tonight? The cigar from Blackbird Cigars. It's the Crow. This is part of the 20-year anniversary cigars. This one is from 2019. A move, a new job, unemployment, an adventure, sickness, and potty training. Yeah, pretty hopping year, 2019. I do believe the unemployment came in 2020. I do have to check the records on it, but I'm almost positive the unemployment was in 2020. But yeah, pretty hopping year. That's when we moved here to this area. One, it's a beautiful, delicious cigar, which I'm more than happy to be smoking and talk with you folks. But two, that move really helped us to do what we're doing. That's kind of what tonight's video is about. Hunting. Hunting season has started. Swedish Compass took down 2 deer. 2 at 1. She shot a really big doe, and then the yearling came in. So she shot the yearling. Again, we're doing deer management on a farm. Before any of you guys start yelling and screaming and hollering and whatnot, we are actually trying to manage the deer on this property. So we're actually supposed to shoot does and fawns. Again, try to control that population. Wild and Free Wolf also shot her first doe this year, her first deer for that matter this year. Really super excited. We have venison jerky. We have venison bacon, something new we're trying this year. And I think we have already 24 pounds of ground venison. I did the math. I think it's 10 pounds of jerky, 10 pounds of venison bacon, and 10 pounds of, or 24 pounds, 24 pounds of grind. So around 40-ish pounds, 45 pounds of deer, which is just, it's so exciting. We're thrilled to have venison again in the freezer. Just in case you're wondering, we don't trophy hunt. We're doing this again for herd management. We really are trying to knock down the herd for a farmer who's having a lot of issues. He does subsistence gardening, and we're trying to knock down the herd. I forgot to show the beer off. I'm sorry. From Bee Nectar, it's Odin's Blessing Mead. I do enjoy mead. I make some mead throughout the year. Every now and then I get a craving for it. But I decided let's try some commercial mead. Ooh, that is clear and light. That is not like most of my meads. Okay. All right. Yeah, very, very light color. No head, but mead's not supposed to. That's mead. I think they back sweetened. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they back sweetened that one. Or they just didn't ferment it all the way dry. Tasty though. I mean, that right there. That's a good sip and drink. We're talking about deer hunting and manly stuff like that. So beyond that, this year I am teaching at a homeschool co-op actually how to process a deer, how to take it from shooting in the woods, gutting it, cleaning it, skinning it, and then butchering it. And then even from butchering, chopping it up into steaks and roasts and making some grind, making some bacon, making some venison jerky, venison, jerky and venison bacon. Class is going good. Kind of surprising, kind of telling for the generation, the up and coming generation. A lot of squeamish people. A lot of people are skipping my class. We have a lot of people who are getting kind of sick, a little sick to their stomach at the idea of, you know, killing their own food, just shocks me. It really does. I'm always shocked. People who live up here, but just people in general, like, you don't want to know where your food came from. I mean, I know what this deer ate, right? I know the vegetables it was eating. I know the grain it was eating. You know, I can check out the health of it. I know how well cared for it was. When I process it, I can, I know exactly, what cuts I made, how careful I was, how not careful I was. But I'll see people who get just disgusted with the idea of knowing where their food comes from. They so want to believe that it just comes from the grocery store, which of course it doesn't. I mean, we should all know that. I know we don't. I know there are a lot of people who don't understand that, the meat on the shelf died, right? Something died so you could eat and survive. So yeah, I was just kind of shocked that these kids and even adults don't want to know how to do this. Don't want to know how to process their own food. And it's such an enjoying thing to do, to really see where your food goes, where it comes from, to be able to respect that animal more. I'll go on a limb right now in front of you guys and tell you I respect animals more than any vegan, vegetarian, animal rights activists. I want these animals to thrive. I want them to be around for a multitude of generations. I want my great, 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 great grandchildren to go out hunting. I want them to be in the fields and in the woods and knowing where their food came from. I have mad respects for the animals we hunt. And I know that gets lost in society. People think that we're just bloodthirsty killers. We're in for the kill. No. We don't own the land. If we did, I'd put feed plots up. Put stuff so a lot of animals and deer can thrive. Here on the Yooper Farmer Homestead, we do stuff to encourage wildlife. We don't use poisons and toxins in our garden around our house as best we can. Because we don't want little critters to get sick or injured, because we might need those little critters one day. We might need to eat them. I need to use them for whatever purpose. So, no, I absolutely love these animals. They are an amazing gift to have, to be able to hunt and to be able to eat, and they serve purposes on this great earth. I mean, I can tell you deer behaviors. I can tell you eating patterns. I can tell you... I mean, I was looking at this deer and showing my daughters how this deer was about to go into heat and was going to get pregnant for the first time this year. Just from looking at the anatomy, looking at what's going on with the deer's body, I could tell, it was getting ready to be courted, if you will. I doubt any vegan, vegetarian, animal rights activist could do that. It just amazes me that people don't want to know where their food comes from. I mean, if you're going to eat a steak, you better know where that steak came from, how it got to your table. If you don't, learn. Hunting is an amazing way to link yourself to nature and link yourself to your food. Now, I'm not against trophy hunting, of course. It serves its purpose. But I don't do it. My kids don't do it. Oh, sure. If we tag a big deer, we celebrate and cheer and poke fun at each other. Ha ha, my deer's bigger than yours. Ha ha, you shot a small one. But in truth, we're just happy we got one. You know, we're happy we took down a deer and that it'll feed our family and it'll protect someone else's food. Because that's really what it is. It's protecting someone else's food. You know, their livelihood will be protected because now they can eat from their garden. It is a symbiotic relationship, believe it or not. I know a lot of people won't believe that. But we are in a symbiotic relationship with those deer. If their populations and numbers dwindle, some of our food goes away. But if they explode and get out of control, they're going to eat my neighbor's food. There is a balance, of course. If the population starts getting really low, we'll stop hunting. That's simple. We'll let it rebound. If we have hard winters or if we have a disease that comes through the herd, yeah, we'll let them recover. Again, I'm not trying to eliminate the deer. I'm trying to control their population. Why? Because I want deer meat. I want it around. I want to be able to hunt deer. I want my kids and grandkids to be able to hunt deer. If we kill them all, bye-bye opportunity. Anyway, folks, I am super excited for my two daughters who have taken down deer. Putting meat in the freezer, learning good skills, building memories that hopefully will last forever. So, yeah, I'm going to go enjoy my very delicious cigar and just kind of kick back and think about hunting. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.